Hello, my name is Storm Sand, and today I am going to be doing a presentation for my cyber networking class 362-50. My presentation is going to be on the cyber attack on Rockstar games, perpetrated by Arion Kurtaj. And I'm doing this presentation with Adnan Abduali. So let's get right into it with the threats and case focus of this. The rise in cyber attacks has become a significant concern for companies worldwide, with cyber criminals continually developing sophisticated methods to breach security systems. Among the recent high-profile cyber attacks is the one on Rockstar Games, allegedly perpetrated by Arion Kurtaj. You may ask, who is Arion Kurtaj? Well, he is a member of the infamous cybercriminal group Lapsus. Arion Kurtaj, a notorious figure in the cybercriminal community, has been linked to several major cyber attacks. He is known for his affiliation with Lapsus, a cybercriminal group that has gained notoriety for its disruptive activities. Lapsus is believed to consist of several members who have executed multiple high-profile cyber attacks on various organizations, including Uber and Rockstar Games. They consist of at least 7 others, but the only publicly known person is Arion, and then a minor, a 17-year-old from the UK. They use multiple tactics in their attacks, such as MFA fatigue, SIM swapping, and targeting suppliers. And the group is active in Brazil, the UK, and the United States. Let's get into the Uber hack. One of the most prominent cyber attacks attributed to Kurtaj is the hack on Uber. Operating under the username Teapot Uber Hacker, Kurtaj gained access to Uber's internal systems by compromising an external contractor's account. This breach was facilitated by malware that infected the contractor's personal device, with the credentials eventually being sold on the dark web. The initial vector used to gain access to Uber's system is known as multi-factor authentication fatigue. This technique that involves continuously spamming the contractor's device with 2-factor authentication requests until one is eventually accepted. In this case, the contractor complied with one of the requests, allowing Kurtaj to gain a foothold within Uber's internal systems. And once he was in there, he was able to find credentials to a system administrator stored in a network share that was in a PowerShell script. Using those credentials, he accessed multiple employee accounts with elevated permissions, gaining entry to critical tools such as Google Workspace, Slack, Uber's AWS, and OneLogin. Kurtaj then posted messages on a company-wide Slack channel and reconfigured Uber's OpenDNS to display a graphic image on the internal infrastructure. Uber claims that the adversary did not gain access to their production systems. However, Kurtaj did post images of Uber's SentinelOne EDR, Uber Eats, and other sensitive areas. While Uber clarified that no personal customer information was extracted, nor was any program codebase altered, the attacker managed to access Uber's HackerOne account, which is used to coordinate responsible disclosure with bug bounty hunters. Uber has since confirmed with the public that any vulnerabilities exploited have been remediated. This just shows some of Arion Kurtaj's abilities. And after these attacks, he was placed into police custody, and he was placed in a Travelodge where he was being monitored by police. But even while in police custody for these previous cyber attacks, Kurtaj managed to orchestrate another high-profile attack. This time, he was targeting Rockstar Games. During a search of his hotel room, police discovered an Amazon Fire Stick connected to the TV. allowing him to connect to cloud computing services using a newly purchased smartphone, keyboard, and mouse. This allowed him to get into Rockstar Games' network, where he was then able to get the leaked footage from highly anticipated game Grand Theft Auto 6 and source code from other Rockstar projects. He also demanded a ransom during this period, or else he was going to turn the information to the public, which he ultimately did. And then once this was discovered, Kurtaj was subsequently rearrested and placed under monitored police custody. This time, much closer monitoring. However, due to his autism, a judge determined that he would remain in a secure hospital for life unless doctors deem him no longer a threat to society. The court was informed that while in custody, Kurtaj had displayed violent behavior, with numerous incidents of injury, property damage, and other things reported. Due to his severe autism, doctors found him unfit to stand trial. So the jury's role was to decide whether he committed the acts at all, not whether he did so with criminal intent. A mental health assessment during his sentencing revealed that Kurtaj expressed a strong desire to return to cybercrime as soon as possible, indicating that he remains highly motivated in cybercrime. In summary, the cyber attacks orchestrated by Arion Kurtaj on Uber and Rockstar Games highlight the evolving threat landscape of cybercrime. His methods, affiliation with Lapsus, and the subsequent legal actions taken against him serve as a stark reminder of the vulnerabilities present in modern digital systems. As cybercriminals continue to adapt, it is imperative for organizations to strengthen their cybersecurity defenses and remain vigilant against potential threats. I also wanted to make a personal connection that I think this is very true because I work as a network security analyst, and I am constantly, every day, looking at ways for us to improve our system and secure our network. I am constantly looking for weaknesses in our system, much like Arion Kurtaj might be for his victims that he chooses, but I am doing so in order to patch those weaknesses and strengthen our system so that attackers cannot get to our sensitive data. Because I work in a funeral home, and we have a lot of sensitive, customer information like death certificates, social security numbers, addresses, bank accounts, things of that sort. So I think it is very important that we take our cybersecurity very seriously, and the organizations do so as well. And I think organizations should take a much more proactive approach than a reactive approach, because once an attack has happened, the damage has been done. And that will sum it up for my presentation on the cyber attack on Rockstar Games by Arion Kurtaj. I hope you enjoyed the presentation. Thank you very much, and have a good day.